That's the elect. See, in the scripture says that the Heavenly Father has made the world for...
To come for
You can get the feeling.
Yeah.
Second Ezra's chapter 8, 8, yeah.
8 and 1.
In verse 1, it said, and he answered me, saying, the Most I had made this world for many.
This world for many. See? Majority, see, attached to this world. Majority, this world is made for them. You know, majority don't rule in this case. See, where, you know, it's supposed to overshadow the truth because the world is the majority. Or the way of the world is the majority. In a overshadow the truth or the way of truth. See? Go ahead, Doc.
It says, but the world to come for few.
Right, the world to come for few, which is what the elect, because the elect going to inherit the kingdom. Zane, that is prepared for them, man. Yeah, all Israel going to come back. Zane, but the first fruit going to be partakers of that glory first.
Skipping to verse 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
Yep, as a wave is greater than a drop. See? Just imagine that. A drop compared to a wave. And these things are not, you know, made up stories, man. The Heavenly Father did it before. Where him saved just 8 souls.
But I feel like say a play thing now, you know. Like him change.
Like him change. What is different? The world is even more wicked now.
Exactly, yeah. Shoot, I tell that. Them past the days of them forefathers.
Exactly. And if you look on it, him do a him increase the numbers.
Yeah.
I know 8 this time is 144.
Well, look at it still.
Yeah, can't. That which is right. Which is right. And you know the most I as Apostle Aram bring it out a while back. Yeah, there's a lot of people here now who for their judgment.
Yeah, that them come to.
You know, you
come to a conclusion.
Exactly right.
And the fuckery in every pastor comes straight up. You know, because you get reborn in a lot, you know. If you are unrighteous, you're constantly born back to be unrighteous, you know.
Yep.
You know, but the prophets always go through the same thing. Yeah.
So yes, the prophets are subject to the prophets.
Spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, yeah. You know, so if you were among that number, you always come and you play a lot as a man among that number, as a female among that number. You see me? So they've been accumulating death right throughout. You see me, and now them come to the grand finale.
Yep.
You see me, which is those missiles, yo.
Yep.
You see me?
How about? Finish your honor?
Yeah, that finished.
Right. You know, what about priest of a world? You dash them, man.
So anyway, jump back to give me Matthew 24 concerning the chariots. Because as we done mentioned earlier, you know, it is so evident now, you know, that FBI, HBO do a special upon it, you know.
That's all dark about it.
Everybody at Russia, it's like every now and then you see Russia put out article about UFO sightings.
China.
China, and yeah, one Russian intelligence, I forgot his name, and put out an article showing you how the chariot was basically playing around with them, and to the speed of it, them said it was faster than a sonic boom. See? It was, you know, they admit that they cannot match the technology, you know, per se, of that craft or of that chariot, man. You know, we call it chariot. You know, like what a matter of fact, read that, and you can hold brother, you can find Kings when Elijah was taken up. Because one man said, come out of her don't mean taken up. Because when the chariots come, we're going to be taken up, just like Elijah. Read that.
36?
No, I read which one first? 24. Yeah, 24 and I think 31. Yeah, man, that same one, yeah.
So this is Matthew 24 and verse 31. I'm going to read that, that's not what
Go on.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
Yes, we're going to see him again. What the scripture tell in Acts? Him say, yo, men, why stand here gazing? The same way you see him get taken up, I see him when he come back. One cloud receive him, which is a chariot. The scripture refer to it as a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. See? Hey, I'm see there's a UFO sighting in London. It is you can see how the prophet or why the prophet describe it as such.
Right.
It resembles a cloud in the day.
Right, similitudes, you know?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Up to this day, we still don't describe them. So.
Exactly. See? So it's scripture say a cloud receive him and receive him out of their sight.
Right. I mean, even the movies from way back when, I think them get the inspiration from everything in the movies, yo.
Beam
From
me
the
up,
Bible.
Scotty.
Yeah, beam me up, Scotty. From the Bible, isn't it? From actually witnessing it, because them things been on the earth from way back when, you know. People have been witnessing them in every age.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So men been knowing about them.
They fight in wars.
Gone. Yeah.
You know?
A fleet of them help Alexander is to take down the city of Tyre and Zidane. Because it was a walled city and it was a coastal city. And you had to sail up to a high wall, so there was no way to breach the city. Because you're vulnerable down there in your ships and the wall is high. And them say some silver shields fly over and shoot down the wall.
Right.
And they hovered overhead and waited until Alexander's men took the city. Matter of fact, Alexander was told by a prophet.
Yes.
Not a prophet,
High priest.
a high priest, that he would go on and conquer the earth. And he have a dream, and then he go to the high priest, and the high priest show him in a Daniel, where it's prophesied.
Yep.
That's why they have the confidence to go out and do it.
Yeah.
But they never tell them say never dead when he's done.
Hey, and they,
Smart move.
because the Heavenly Father set him up, you know, for rule.
And
The Heavenly Father wanted that kingdom to be
give it
set
to whomsoever
to
he
himself.
will.
That is it. That is how I want to say it. You know, give it to whomsoever I will. So it was the Greek time to rule. The Most High said, "Alright, I found the time."
Yeah, man.
Yeah, real quick, you see if when you read Ezekiel and the description that it gives of the chariots is it too exact where you see in a movie for it to be a coincidence. You can say that the Bible inspire the movie writers them. You see me?
Yeah. Most of these movies, even when they bring it from what is it, fictional?
Sci-fi, yeah,
Yeah,
fiction.
fictional.
Even if they bring it from a fictional standpoint, it is still inspired by. Because even when you read the Bible, you can easily think pictures. A lot of them get inspired from the scriptures. I not say only the scriptures, but even you look at what they call it with the last one, big series with
Independence Day, that.
no man with
Roswell.
yeah, even Independence Day. You know what I mean? A lot of Esau know about, you know what I mean, the chariots and how they were involved in the ancient wars.
Them
See?
see them now.
Them see them now. Esau been hiding these things from the people, but I try to put them out from theme, with theme now, from theme standpoint.
Yeah.
If you say, them are the enemy,
Spin the
them are-
narrative.
spin the narrative. Because the people them don't know what it is. You spin the narratives them to the people and I say, these are the enemy, so we're supposed to stand and fight when them come.
That Reagan is it?
Yeah. But them know about these chariots, man. Them know say them are the vehicles of the Heavenly Father of the heavens.
Right, this is 2 Kings 2 verse 11. And it came to pass as they still went on and talked that behold there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire and parted them both asunder. And
Hey, and the
Elijah
Salaki and the horses of fire, you're not literal horses.
some
You know
fire
what I mean?
donkey applied.
You know when Christians read the Bible, them literally picture. They understand what them
Where's
get?
the fire
It's
donkey?
So fire donkey
Yeah.
applied down.
It's an animal catch a fire. And whoever riding now get
Yeah,
burnt.
that's
I
why
saw
they
them
believe in
pictures.
mystical between them.
Yeah, I saw them believe in
That's why
that's
they
why
don't believe the Bible.
Exactly, kind of fear.
Can't fear it here to them.
Greek mythology.
Yeah, Greek mythology and everything. Yeah, these are the same UFOs that people are saying.
Fire
Isn't it?
donkey.
He said, and parted them asunder, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind.
Yeah, he went where? Even,
Yeah,
even the,
heaven.
hey, they mentioned whirlwind. The prophets have different
Description.
description, different names that them use to describe the thing.
In the same text, in a text, it give more than one name.
Exactly.
In more than one
Yeah.
description, because see, I can call it whirlwind still, because it look like that.
Yeah,
You can
it's a
say
chariots of fire,
ye-
horses of fire,
Yeah.
whirlwind.
So it clearly shows it cannot be one literal horse.
Yes.
It cannot be one literal whirlwind. As something you see him
put this in one
describe.
portal, yo. Yes, hey, you watch the movie like the Marvel comics and everything, and you see one portal open and it actually look like one big hurricane.
Yes.
Yes.
Because when you look up the word whirlwind, it's a hurricane, you say, no. So go there one portal, and the chariots then take him and just go up through the portal and go.
Yeah, because them have some, you know,
Yeah.
can explain it. Them have
Yeah.
some more than used to beam you up.
Exactly.
You see, because scripture say take him up.
Yep.
Exactly.
But take him
yeah.
up. Some force.
Done. It said, and Elisha saw it, or some people say Elisha, saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel,
Yep.
and the horsemen thereof, the angels, yo.
The what?
You see me? The chariot of Israel. You
Hey,
see it?
because
That
when
thing
you see
call
them-
it
when
the
you see
chariot
them-
of Israel.
When you see them, you're amused.
Yep.
Gone.
They're just like the Jake. Aliens! You don't see one chariot and one UFO and just, okay, it's
Yeah,
a
but him
UFO.
didn't know what. Elisha
Him
didn't know
know.
what. Him said the chariot of Israel.
It's
yo.
like we see it now.
Gone.
You know,
Right.
when we see, because we have an encounters when they run people in our world. You know, remember one night, me and my brother Yawala, you know, the armor talk to a nigga. You see me? And he's like, we see one, a pass, you know, and he's like, I give this. You see me? And then you look up too. You see me? Say, what that? And he said, we just play it off, you know, and then when see us light up.
Yeah.
You see me? Because I'm just trying to say comet or plane or whatever. You see when see light up, right? You see him go down back and still a travel. Him say, no. And him a rule out the whole of when just guess. I mean, the brothers look on him. No, I see. You see me? Right, just prove it. You can't just see them and just everything good.
Yep.
And that was just the light night sky. Can you imagine you see one come down?
Yep.
Yeah. Isn't it? Let me do that again. Yeah. He said, and he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces. He took up also the mantle of Elijah that fell from him and went back and stood by the bank of Jordan. And he took the mantle of Elijah that fell from him and smote the waters and said, where is the God of Elijah? And when he had also split the waters, they parted thither, and Elisha went over.
Yep. So he said what? Chariot receive him up.
Yep.
And I think when you go have thousands of that. Read that, finish that one
Oh,
then.
you get the hour right?
You should,
Ox.
Huh?
Ox.
You don't get that one, you can't get it to him. I did for you, but you can't get it to him. Read it.
Can I get the one earlier?
Back in Matthew 24,
Yeah.
verse 30, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
Yeah, I come himself.
Right. Hey, the moment them see him, them are gonna wake up. Them are gonna realize that shit, we did have it wrong all along.
Yeah.
And them are gonna realize in that very moment
They
that
fucked up.
when them see, I come to destroy them and not to save them. You see me? And as the brother said, it is this moment that they realize they fucked up. You see me? But we know we are gonna rejoice. Scripture say, oh, look up.
Yeah, we
for
can
what?
get
For
second
thy
essence here.
Yeah, man.
redemption
13.
Yeah,
drawing
man.
nigh.
I'll explain everything.
Yeah, can.
Yeah, you see, look up for your redemption right now. When we see, when we see that, we see, freedom, and we see
That's right.
the release from captivity.
Yep.
See, go on.
And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet.
Yeah, the chariots, just like what Elijah saw. You know what I mean? You must send him angels, so you're gonna have smaller crafts that go into what? The four corners of the earth. Continue.
Of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
Yep.
Now learn a parable.
Yeah, you can receive this up. See, so these smaller crafts, these smaller chariots, these smaller horse, fire donkey.
Hey,
How you call it?
Hey, when you think about the characteristics of a cloud, see, when you fly through plane, you go straight through the cloud. So why them believe like you go
Stand up on the clouds.
I will stand up on the cloud or dance or do whatever on the cloud, you know? If you want to think about it literally, carnally. So they don't make no sense. I must
Hey,
something.
even with the cloud, when they mention the cloud, the scripture say the cloud was when in the wilderness, it was a light unto the Israelite. Like
Which
give
cloud
them-
you like?
Yeah.
Which cloud? That is the big question.
Yeah, precept, yeah.
And which cloud that shoot fire from it? You know what I mean?
Them not ask themselves these
This
Very
questions.
strange cloud.
This is Psalms 104 verse 3. Who laid the beams of his chambers in the waters, who make it the clouds his chariots, who walk it, upon the wings of the wind.
Yep. Those were created for deliverance men. You know, in the movie, Superman with what name again? Man of Steel with the last one.
Yeah.
Remember the name? With
One with Batman. When they fight him.
Yeah, Superman versus Batman.
no man, the last one
Justice League.
Justice League.
Oh,
Salakia. Justice League with
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf, but them show you when something they come back.
Seen they get ready the Armageddon.
Ready the Armada.
Armada.
Yeah.
What name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that man,
Oh,
I feel- yeah, me rate them.
wicked one
Doomsday.
there.
Doomsday, yeah. When them show Doomsday and him say, oh, ready the Armada.
Oh,
Doomsday,
yeah.
and a Doomsday man. In name
Doomsday.
Apocalypse, I think.
No man.
A doomsday, man.
Doomsday are beast thing, And the beast,
Yeah,
the
Dooms-
monster were
yeah.
hard for death.
Yeah, that, I want
It
to kill
might-
someone. And apocalypse coming.
No apocalypse.
X-Men,
It might have a name.
Remember his name, but that-
synonymous to be destruction. Something
Why
like that.
actually they are one of them?
Anyway,
I know still, but anyways.
Anyway, what him say was, him say, oh, because the Armada is a army, is a them call it is a fleet.
Armada.
Yeah, it's a fleet, a chariot, a fleet, a warcraft. You know what I mean? Where we come with. And that's what the chariots are. The chariots are basically, they're equipped with weapons.
Hey, that's why I'm named the Lord of Hosts.
You're right. The Lord of the armies. You know what I mean?
No precept, yeah.
Yep.
It's a Revelation chapter 19. I'm going to start at verse, verse 11. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. And the armies which were in heaven followed him
Right,
upon
that's-
white horses,
Yep.
clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the Almighty. How about Shemil Shai?
Exactly, and that go back to what Isaiah 63 when he talk about the I've tried the wine press alone. You see, but that not talk about literal white horses, bag of angel and war in one white donkey. You see, chariots, yo. You see, the chariots of the Lord. Right? And it gonna look like a real life invasion, yo. Just like Independence Day. And everybody just lose them. Hey, in Independence Day,
Revolution.
you see me, East South, I like to play it off like, them they keep them resolve and them beat the invading force. Hey, no. When it comes, the scripture say, all the tribes of earth shall mourn. People are going to ball and shit themselves.
Yeah, because they want to see it.
Yeah, they going to realize, this
Fatality.
is it. You see me? Hey, I think one of the reports, you see me, UFO site, one of the generals say, we should pray that these things aren't antagonistic or aren't aggressive.
Yeah.
You see me, toward us, because there's no way we can match them. So if they decide one day, if they just decide, say, yo, look here now, we are going to take out the whole world military, there's nothing them can do. And Esau know it, yo. Esau know it. That's why I'm going to try to wrap up him thing as quickly as possible. You see me, because the time will come where, you see me, the line is drawn. You see me, the angels and the house shall come and say, alright, I eat this now enough, time up, game up. You see me, run the controller.
There's a hard with the UN have a run for Instagram now. Where you have this dinosaur attack like. Yeah, you see?
Yeah,
Me
choose
glad.
not to go extinct.
Yeah, it must. What the ending words? Where him say? Where it say? The time is now. They must say we cannot afford
They might try rush it, man.
They might try rush them, and it's obvious.
You see,
All of them are said.
Scripture said, in basically,
No,
they have
With
about
a short time. That's the same precept that come to mind.
And
See?
so in Job 14, seeing his days are numbered. You see me? So him know, you see me? The spiritual demon Satan, you see me? Get a mission. The Lord tell him, to look here, this is the amount of time where you have. You see me? The elite and Esau might not know. You see me? But the spirit the behind them know.
Yes,
Because you
yes.
must sell them out.
Yeah.
The job done, see now, it's upon your own.
Just walk like them.
That's why they have to stand now with that enchantment.
Which enchantment? Satan look at them and say, most I said so. Job done in the boss. Fuck them up.
After Satan, they left out Judas. What are you going to do after that?
You go hang yourself.
Yeah, that's happened, don't you know?
Yeah.
It's like
when-
a demon fuck around you.
Yeah, when Satan enter in dream, when the Lord said to Satan, the Lord said, yo, go and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
I never Judas him a talk to. And the devil him a talk
Yeah,
to.
man, your time.
Do what you need to do that. Your time, shine, my boss. You know, like when you have some,
Yeah, man.
and the coach send you and I say, yo, boss, you gotta do that now.
Yeah, man, show them how you made that.
Best.
This is Isaiah 66 verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury.
Yeah, so these chariots are, they are also, they're equipped to destroy. And they are for deliverance, just the same. You know what I mean? So, that's what the prophet, this not me yet. Yeah, I mean, this not me, this is a forthcoming prophecy, man. See him going on?
Which is not conditional.
Right.
It says, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with our flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the word plead there means to judge. You see me? By fire and by sword will the Lord plead with our flesh, and what? The slaying of the Lord shall be many. So all people who say, oh, the Lord is all love and only love, no. Yeah, the scripture says God is love, he's also hate. You see me? He that giveth life also takes life. The scripture says the slaying of the Lord shall be many. You see me? In that day people are going to realize why the nation them used to call him Allah Shadia. It's a great and terrible power. Yo.
You
They're
remember?
going to learn the fear of the Lord.
Yeah, man. You remember in that movie, War of the Worlds, when
Yo, in Tom
start
Cruise, they're going
zap
to see
people?
everything.
Yeah, man. The chariots, well, that's the chariots, the craft, them start